Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today we're continuing on in our Don't Look Back journey. This is the Cold Case expansion pack. This is one of Sparks's. He got it from Spectre Games.
Yes.
In the UK, you can also get it direct if you're in the US or other places. It was a costly expansion.
Black Friday discount helped, but yeah, for what you're actually getting in it, it is very expensive.
Yes, so I think
the model is cool.
It's a model, and is it 2 cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not great, but it does come with a cool video case.
Yes.
Which we're big fans of. Sparks is going to convert his up to keep his other models in. So we did previously do one of the expansions on this, and we are waiting for the other stuff to actually come back in stock so we can do more. This is more of the 80s vibe than the last one we did, which was obviously the 1697 or something like that, I want to say off the top of my head. So this is very, very, as I said, 80s inspired. And as you can see from the cover, it's a creepy ice cream man.
Yep.
And that is what you want. So we have checked to make sure everything was there. Luckily, not a lot there, so not a lot to not be in there. This is Sparks's, so I'll let him open it up, and then we'll have a look at the model and the card itself.
So, model, card. I have no idea what this is.
Please be build instructions for a One Piece model.
No.
Oh, that would be good, though.
That would be hilarious.
It appears just to be a weird shaped advert for Blackside Studios and the QR code for customer support.
Fair enough. I think I actually mentioned that in the previous video, but...
Imagine if that was missing and needed customer support, though. Like
Indeed.
And then just email them.
So...
But you don't have the QR code.
This is true. So this is Chilled Touch. When this killer attacks, one hits a character, that character is -4 to all skill values in the next character phase. And it's a trait card. We haven't gone into trait cards much, mainly because we haven't actually touched on the base game yet because we're waiting for it to come in stock, more than anything. So this is Cold Case. The game works by playing varying scenarios. This is one of said scenarios, so it tells you the table setup, points of interest, number of turns, and then any special rules within the game, the objective, the themed killer you use, where it's set, etc. It shows you the other traits that you would need, Chill Touch being one of them, but also Relentless and Menacing. So the model, I believe, is one piece.
Yep.
I'm going to zoom right in there. And it is nice. It is a good model, to be fair. It's a 3D print one, so you're probably going to do exactly what I did and put it in the sun for a little bit, if you haven't already.
Already done.
Nice. Then it'll just be a case of gluing it on the base. There was very minimal mold lines or anything like that. Of course, being a 3D print.
I can see none. One tiny support bar that has a main cut off there, but it seems that everything else has come away clean. Oh, and one in between his fingers.
Nah, that
So there's 2 tiny support.
Cool.
That need cutting away.
So what we're going to go do is we're going to go build this model for you because we are nothing if not efficient. So it might take us a while, but we'll come back and show you the model fully built, and then you can see it for yourself. So guys, we are back, and because the model was essentially stick model to base, I don't even believe there was any cleaning up, was there?
There was a couple of support nubs that needed trimming off in between the fingers on the right hand and bottom of the canister in the left.
Oh, I think we might have actually mentioned that in the previous video. I'm not quite sure, but in the previous part of this video. But either way, because there was literally no building to it, it felt a bit cheap to just come in and do a little, look, we put it together, ha ha ha. We definitely didn't film something like that and realise it was crap, and so moved on. So
also snapped them off his base because the plan to put them in the VHS case on the 32mm base meant it was too big to fit properly.
Yes. So because the game runs on your survivors have to be on a 25mm, but your killers can be on a 25 to 32. I'm guessing a lot of that's just because they've got some varied size killers, and they don't want to limit them or try and squeeze them onto a tiny base or put.
Or people with third-party models that might just want to use them.
Yes. But either way, we've put this killer on a 25mm. I think it fits better anyway because our survivors are going to be of a similar size and they'll be on 25mm. But yes, the long and short of it is you've fully painted him.
Yes.
So I'm going to slide this up so people can have a look. It looks really, really good actually. So at one point you did have some problems with it, as I recall.
I think it was the paint.
So yeah,
paint, the Reaper Miniatures paint I used on his apron, for some reason, it started to reactivate when I put washes over it.
yes.
The second time I tried it, after I just wet the brush and lifted it all off, I mixed it in with the second paint in that triad to make it a bit lighter and put a quick varnish over it before I washed it, and it came out fine. So I think it was just the really dark, like blue grey that I was using.
Yes. But in terms of him, he looks really, really nice. How easy was he to paint?
Very. The hardest thing was the pinstripes, which is always a thing, trying to get them evened up and highlighted properly, and trying to make it look as though he's got frostbite on him.
Yes. I do really like the way you've gone for the really pale skin on him for that purpose. He looks a bit jokery, but
It's because he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He's actually wearing a mask. So
Ah.
if you look, he's got skin round and then he's got a hard edge at the side. So
yes.
he is wearing a Jason style creepy
Yes.
mask.
But yeah, in terms of him, I'm very, very excited to. I mean, I want to play this game anyway, as you well know. But now that we've got 2 painted killers, well, I mean, we've got a lot of painted killers, but I mean 2 actually from this official set. Because I think by the time this video goes out, the video for the how I painted the foundation killer, what's it called? The founding, sorry. That'll be up. And then this video has gone up straight after it. So we've got 2 killers from this range already painted. Yeah, I think we discussed in part 1 about American shipping and things like that. But having to go on Blacksite Studios' website, they've got so many killers that aren't in the UK at all. So I think there's a good chance we're going to put an order in.
They also have an ice cream shop that's prepaid at MDF.
And that would be really good for us. And
the camp scenery looks really nice.
So the likelihood is in the new year we will be just putting an order direct through Blacksite Studios for a big chunk of their horror stuff. They do a load of different killers. They've got obviously the starter sets, and then they've got some killers that aren't specifically for this game but are just scaled the same, so they'll fit within this, which you're definitely not specific killers from movie franchises like My Bloody Valentine, Friday the 13th, Scream, etc. Actually, I don't know about Friday the 13th. I know there is a Nightmare on Elm Street one. You just painted him in an all green jumper, but the pose is absolutely unmistakable. But yeah, after we've each painted 1 model, and they were an absolute dream to paint. Yeah. After painting, we've been painting Trench Crusade stuff and Bold Action, where there's a lot going on models. Bold Action, we are horrific, and we throw on all the proper equipment and stuff, so there's loads of little side bags and bread bags and water bottles.
And I'll paint 3rd Division symbols on my helmets.
Yes, you do. So it was nice just to pick a model that had 4 or 5 different colours on, some big blocks. It took me a couple of hours. It would have taken less if I wasn't filming it. Or if it wasn't a 3D print model, because I don't like using the hairdryer on them. So there was a lot of, especially because it's winter in the UK, so there was a lot of waiting for washes, which I'm guessing was the exact same problem you have. I know you live in a bungalow, so they're not usually there.
It's less of a problem now we've had all the work done, and we don't have damp getting into the house anymore.
This is true,
yes.
But yeah, washes take a while. Yeah. See, people whinge about where they're from and stuff and how it's cold and things. The UK is cold, but it's a wet cold, which makes washes take forever to dry. I'd much prefer just a cold. Because washes would dry at some point, but they don't in the UK. But yeah, so I don't really know what the next video we're going to do for this series is. We've painted killers. We've done an unboxing for this. This was more impromptu. Sparks was ordering something else, so he kind of popped this on at the same time because it was on sale. Probably games, actually playing games of it, to be honest. We've got some killers, we've got enough survivors. I know you've painted up your survivor, which we have here, so we can show that off at the same time. Now, this is not a model from the same company.
These are probably still wet.
But yes.
Yeah, it was just 3D printed off from Etsy of Clementine from Telltale's Walking Dead.
Your comic book aesthetic always looks really, really good as well. And obviously that's got that sort of comic book look, which is why your Marvel stuff always looks really, really good as well. I'm currently painting up the Crooked Dice cheerleader, who's of similar scale. She looks older than Clementine, even though they'd probably be about the same age.
Clementine's really short, though.
Yes, she is. So I'm probably going to have mine as like a senior in high school or something like that. She's like just about to graduate. But yeah, so
by horror movie logic, she's probably about 32.
yes, absolutely she will be. So I think probably the next thing we do with this, unless we place the order earlier, because order from America, come into the UK through customs and stuff, even if we place it straight at the start of January, it's probably not going to come till the end of January.
But we do have like Old West buildings that we can use for your 1600s fan killers.
Yes, we do.
As long as we've got enough bits and pieces there, we can do a 1600s one.
Yes, I very much thought that was probably what we were going to do as the next one. We may have to print out some cards in the short term because it mixes with the starter set cards.
Which I think you have to print out anyway, don't you? Unless they come with the actual killer and...
I'm not sure with the founding
models.
one. I know I bought the 2 PDF rulebooks, but...
Because I know Mr. Whipper has his own card and his own scenario, but on the scenario card it says to use his Chill Touch special ability and some of the others which don't come in this box.
And that's the same, I think, with the founding one. I think they do have their own set of cards that you can print out from that book, but you can also use those models and cards and stuff within the main game. So we'll have to work out the specifics of it. I have now at least read both of the rule books. I'll probably need to read them a couple more times because there's not a lot going on in the game, but there's a lot of little intricacies like light sources and stuff, and
the core rules seem very, very simple. All of the little bits of how the different killers work or how the different scenarios work, it's just rules upon rules upon rules upon
yes, it is. So we'll probably have to play a couple of games just to get used to it, but then realistically we probably will end up filming the founder, like doing a founding, either one of us as the killer and the other person playing as all the survivors, or if we can get a couple of the guys from the club to play with us, then we'll each take a separate one. But yeah, I'm really interested, obviously, in getting more stuff for the game. It looks really, really fun. There's not many YouTube videos of the most recent version of it either, like actual playthroughs. A lot of them are 3+ years old, which was obviously first edition. I know.
And this edition really is just the errata and some of the smaller expansions folded into the book. So.
Yes, it is. So if you are obviously online looking for the game, those older videos do work perfectly fine. There was that really funny Arnold Schwarzenegger one that we watched. That's more recent. But yeah, so it's definitely a game we're going to cover because it uses that same 2x2 style size, which we like. Bushido uses that. Factions uses a custom size, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think it's 3x. Is it 3x2 or is it a weird size? I can't remember.
We bought a mat specifically for it. Anyway.
I bought
the official one.
The official Stitch mat. Yeah.
Elder Scroll. That's the other one I was thinking of. Elder Scroll uses 2x2.
Yeah.
So we like that size. It's good for filming because it doesn't take up a lot of space. You can get the camera covering more of the board. And we like narrative-based stuff, so this game is right within our wheelhouse. Plus, we both really love those horrific 80s and sort of 90s horror movies.
You more than me are like the more like terrible ones.
Yes. And I will state now, if somebody knows where I can get models of the killer clowns from outer space in the right scale, whether it be Etsy or elsewhere, feel very free to post the links in the comments. I know links usually get blocked automatically, but I can go and authorize them. Feel free to do so because I absolutely need Killer Clowns from Outer Space miniatures with their giant googly heads. They would bring me so much joy.
Don't Look Back does have its own official clown killer.
Yes, it does. It very much does.
I do also want that model.
Yes, because I was like, oh well, I've got 2 Crooked Dice ones, and I also have one from what was formerly Studio Miniatures, but now is whoever it is. I don't know. I had problems with them. I ordered a Nosferatu. They sent me a normal Dracula. I contacted them 3 times asking for them to send me the correct model. Eventually, I just gave up and bought Nosferatu a second time. Because it wasn't like I dipped out. They did at least send me another model of the same value, so I wasn't out of pocket. I just had another Dracula that I didn't need because I have so many. That's a very different gripe, though. It's a very different gripe. But yes, yeah, there's definitely going to be more of this coming to the channel. We've got a number of other videos coming up. We're currently doing some stuff with Trench Crusade, Warcrow, Bushido. Bushido's getting a load of really good stuff. They're putting up loads of really interesting things for Bushido, so that's definitely going to be one that comes back to the channel. Conflict's definitely going to be on the channel. Bolt Action's a mainstay, especially come January when the Japanese stuff comes out. I'll do some unboxing videos. I also potentially will paint something, but we both know I won't. Yeah, my Germans are pretty well, not pretty well painted, that's a bit arrogant of me, but a lot of them are painted to varying standards. But yeah, so do the usuals, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what your favourite killer is. If you've played Don't Look Back or you like the look of it, you know, let us know what you think of it. If you've ever looked at any of the other websites that sell random killers, whether it be Etsy, Crooked Dice, formerly Studio Miniatures, whatever they're called now, Hassle Free, I think, do some survivors. Probably do some killers as well, actually. I've just never looked at them.
Mostly for zombie stuff.
Yeah, I know they do a lot of mutants and things like that, which would be perfectly usable. But yeah, guys, let us know if there's like a cool killer model in a different range of games that we may or may not play that you can point us in the right direction. But yeah, other than that, Sparks, say goodbye.
Bye, Sparks.
Bye, Sparks. And pray the dice gods hope to smile upon you. Take care, guys. Bye.